Welcome back into some more Madden 22. Today I have another rebuild. This time it's just going to be a fantasy style rebuild of the New England Patriots, and I have some incredibly sad news, right? I've been receiving an influx of comments lately asking me where the beanie is, right? I would wear this one beanie in almost all of my videos for a long time, and then I eventually just stopped wearing the beanie. I don't really remember why, but I kind of just did, and now I wanted to go wear it again, right? Bring back some nostalgia potentially, and I looked everywhere and I have no idea where the beanie is, and it's incredibly sad. We might have lost a hero. I'm not sure. I will update you guys next video for sure. I know you guys are super concerned about the beanie, so I will update you guys next video. I will try to find the man. I don't know where he is, but I do have, hold on, this other beanie. It's not nearly as cool, right? Because it's not an Eagles beanie and it doesn't fold. But I have another beanie. This one is a Neff beanie, and it's just black. I don't know. I'm going to wear it for this one, maybe. I know it's not the same. It's unfair to this beanie because, right, it has massive shoes to fill. Beanies don't wear shoes, but you know what I mean. It has a massive role to fill. I feel bad for this beanie. It's never going to, you know, be the same as the old Eagles one. I will try to find it, okay? I will certainly do that. But if you're new to the channel and you haven't clicked off the video yet because of that really weird intro, I mainly upload Madden 22 franchise content, so if that's something you enjoy watching, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, especially if you like this video. And if you do like the video, it would mean a lot if you could hit that like button down below. Show your support, potentially. I don't know. But let's go over the roster, right? So we're rebuilding the Patriots. They have a real good team in this game. 83 overall, 83 offense, 84 defense. They're not really in like a rebuild now kind of phase, right? They do have a good roster, I think, especially their offensive line, arguably the best offensive line in the entire NFL. But they do have Mac Jones, rookie quarterback from Alabama. I'm going to try to develop him as best as I can. He only has normal dev. Hopefully that can go up at some point. I want him to be the future of this team. It's not going to be Cam Newton. No disrespect to Cam, but he's 32. He plays really well in this game, actually. So, like, if I wanted to make sure, like, I'm in the playoffs this season, I should start Cam Newton. But I don't want to waste the rookie season of Mac Jones. So Cam Newton will probably be traded. Once again, you know, no disrespect to him. I like me some Cam Newton. But I do want to get some value. Quarterbacks have a ton of value in this game, and I want to try to use Cam to get something. Mac Jones is going to be the starter. Maybe he can develop. I don't know how he plays in this game. We're going to have to find that one out together. And then at running back, they have three pretty good running backs, but I think the number one for me is going to be Damian Harris for this season. He's only a 75, but he's 24 with star dev. Running backs play a lot better in this game than they have in past Maddens, so I'm hoping Damian Harris can have a good season and can potentially even go up in development trade. Now, Sony Michel isn't too bad, but he is 26. He's going to be on the cusp of regression pretty shortly, and he's only 79 overall, so don't really want to get him the number one snaps. And then James White is a good receiving back for sure. 29, though. Might get rid of him. I don't know just yet, but Damian Harris is going to be the number one running back for the team for this season. I'm going to give him like a season or two and see what he's capable of in those seasons. Unless I can find like a generational running back in the draft, because I've seen my handful of like 83, 84, 85 overall running backs. If it looks like I'm going to be able to draft one of those guys, I might just pull the trigger there. But I do want to see what Damian Harris can do if I'm not able to find a really good running back in the draft. And then at receiver, they don't have good receivers, at least right now. Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, and Jacoby Myers, N'Keal Harry. It's not great. It's not a great group. Definitely looking to update this group at least by next year, right? Whether that be through the draft or through free agency, or maybe I'll even make a trade before the season starts to get a true number one receiver or something like that. We'll see how that works. The offensive line is perfectly fine. They have an incredible offensive line. I probably won't have to do anything to this group, aside from just re-signing the players. I want these guys on the team probably this whole time. They're all incredibly good. And then Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, a really good tight end duo. I don't think your backup tight end matters too much in Sim, but he can play fullback, okay? We're going to have Jonnu Smith play fullback here. On the defense, though, they have a really good group on this side of the ball as well. Let's start in the secondary. Stephon Gilmore, 97 overall for him. He's going to regress, but he should still be really good for a while. So we're going to keep him as long as we can. J.C. Jackson always hits free agency in like every other rebuild. I don't want that to happen here. I want to keep JC Jackson. He's still good. He's still fairly young. I definitely want him long term. And then their third corner, Jonathan Jones. He's really fast. 93 speed, 94 acceleration. He's 27 though. So maybe we look to draft a corner to replace Jonathan Jones. We're not going to need like a stud corner on this team because Stephon Gilmore and JC Jackson should be more than good enough to be the number 1 and 2 corners on this team. So we're kind of just looking for a slot guy, just a third corner who can get involved. Even like Joejuan Williams isn't too bad down here. Only 23. Maybe he can even play. Jalen Mills, don't really want him on the team very long. Maybe he has some trade value. We'll kind of look at that. The rest of the secondary then, Devin McCourty is a really good free safety, but he's old. The thing is, though, this team is probably good enough to make the playoffs, like, as it is. So I don't really want to trade away too many of these, like, old but good players. Like, if I were rebuilding, like, a terrible team, I'd probably trade Devin McCourty. But since it's the Patriots and they already have a good roster, I think I'll keep him on the team for this year. I don't know what his contract is looking like, but if it's more than a 1-year contract, maybe we get rid of him next season. But let's just check this out really quick. Okay, he only does have a 1-year contract. I'm going to keep him on the team for this year. See if he can help us make the playoffs. I don't mind that at all. And then Kyle Duggar is going to be the strong safety for sure. Adrian Phillips isn't too bad. He could be a player we trade, though, because he is 29 years old, so he doesn't really have any room to grow. I'd rather get rid of him now before he starts to regress. And then on the linebacking core, we have Kyle Van Noy starting at right outside linebacker. Now, he's a player I'll probably get rid of because he's not too good, and he is old, so I think we should get some value for him now. And then Josh Uche I can definitely start instead, who is far younger. He is a speed rusher, so he fits in a 3-4 here. I don't mind having him be the right outside linebacker. Matthew Judon is like another one of those players. Similar to Kyle Van Noy, like similar age, similar overall. I don't know what to do with Matthew Judon because I don't really want Anthony Jennings playing. He is young, but he's only a 67 normal. We might keep Judon. I don't know just yet. Dante Hightower, I think, fits the bill that like Devin McCourty does. We're going to keep him on the team here. Juwan Bentley could be a player we develop. He's 25. And a middle linebacker, a position that typically develops pretty well. Raekwon McMillan is here. He's also pretty good, but I don't think I'm going to get him involved this year. And then the D-line, we have Chase Winovich, who could play edge rusher. Like, I could move him to outside linebacker instead of Matthew Judon, which is something we might actually do. I'll look into that eventually. Lawrence Guy is currently the starting defensive tackle. Don't really want him playing too much longer. But Christian Barmore, I want starting immediately. Rookie 73, hidden dev. He's a good player. I want him to be the number 1 D tackle. Dietrich Wise isn't too bad, I guess, at defensive end. 76, 27, not horrible. So those are the Patriots. And of course, this is a fantasy style rebuild, so anything goes. I'm going to go ahead and do my best to trade for a receiver and maybe like an interior D lineman. But other than that, I do want to get some draft picks, because I don't think our first is going to be too good this year. Dude, I can't believe how easy it is to trade quarterbacks in this game. Oh my god. Cam Newton, Adrian Phillips, and Ted Karras are going to the Panthers for DJ Moore and Derek Brown. Okay, we just filled both of the positional needs that I wanted to fill this trade session in one trade. So DJ Moore is going to be this team's new number 1 receiver. And then we have Derek Brown to be just another interior D lineman on this team. I think this means then we can move Chase Winovich up to outside linebacker and then potentially move on from Matthew Judon. I don't mind that at all. Matthew Judon and Nelson Aguilar are going to the Bills for a first-round draft pick. Now, it is really hard to get early first-round draft picks, well, at least ones that are projected to be early firsts, in a trade. It is really hard to do that. Like, none of these teams are even close to accepting anything. I'm getting like 2 green interests and a yellow, and it's still not even being remotely close. So I have to settle for these later draft picks and just hope these teams don't perform well. Another one of these draft picks that is projected to be pretty bad, but will maybe, hopefully, be better than this. I don't know. James White, Lawrence Guy, and Kyle Van Noy going to the Titans for their first. All right, so apparently this trade went through right here. Kendrick Bourne, Devon Godshaw, and a 3rd-round draft pick next year for the Vikings first next year. I put this in, but I didn't actually, like, attempt to make the trade. I don't know what happened. The game kind of, like, glitched out and just accepted it. So, I mean, that happened. That's fine. I was thinking about trying this, but I was going to try to get their first this year before I got their first next year. But whatever. It doesn't matter. We got a first next year from the Vikings. Hopefully they're pretty bad this next season. All right, so after that trade, that's going to be the final one. So here is the team for the first year. 83 overall, 83 offense, 83 defense. We didn't really change too much in the overall department, but we did get rid of a handful of players. We acquired some new guys as well, like DJ Moore. on the offense, he is superstar dev. He is really easy to get if you offer a quarterback, which is good to know for the future. And then on the defense, I moved some stuff around here. So Christian Barmore starting at D tackle. Derek Brown is going to move to right end, which I'm sure he can play fine here in simulation. And then Chase Winovich, that is not Chase Winovich. He's going to be playing left outside linebacker, so he's going to be an edge rusher on this team instead of an interior D lineman. Uche is the other edge rusher, and I think I like what this defense looks like, right? So we're going to have to replace a couple of these guys probably after this season. Dante Hightower is going to regress badly. Devin McCourty is going to regress badly. I think both of them are going to be off the team as well. So we're going to have to look to get a new safety, a new middle linebacker, and then maybe a new like interior D lineman here, potentially. But I don't think there's that much to do, at least on the offense. I mean, I'm looking for a receiver, probably a number 2 receiver here. And that's honestly it for that side of the football. I think the defense is the one we're going to have to pay a little bit more attention to in this video. But let's simulate now, and I'll let you know when something happens. All right, so this is a first. Antoine Brown has A+ power moves. I feel like we just have to take this, man, to see what that means. I've never seen A+ power moves before. That's ridiculous. The team is 4-3 at the midseason marks, or at least we're over 500. It's not all bad. I don't think there's anything really to reveal on the team right now. I doubt Christian Barmore's development is revealed. It is actually revealed. He is star dev. Okay, 75 overall for him. Not too shabby. Hopefully he can continue developing here. But let's see who has to come back to the team. So now I know Devin McCourty and Dante Hightower are going to be here. So is Stephon Gilmore. So is Trent Brown, J.C. Jackson. Okay. So I want J.C. Jackson, Trent Brown, and Stephon Gilmore back on the team right now. And I think we should have the money for this. I want to bring Stephon Gilmore back for a 2-year deal. He's accepting that. Okay, so we have our best corner for another 2 seasons. Trent Brown is really good. I'd like to bring him back for a rather long time. Doesn't want to accept right away. And then, not Sony Michel. Hold on. J.C. Jackson, I definitely want back. He's coming back to the team. I'm not going to allow him to hit free agency like the Patriots do in every other franchise, pretty much. I'm just going to point this out now. I'm going to use my staff points just as the seasons go by. I'm not going to really show every single time I do this, but just wanted to let it be known that I am using these. I just usually wait for a little while until I have enough to get a bunch of upgrades. All right, Trent Brown, please re-sign. I need a good tackle this whole time. Accept that. Okay, he's coming back to the team. There we go. For another 3 seasons, I'll take it. Yeah, so this division has been incredibly close, like, all season. Let's see if we can win it. Pretty doubtful, but we did. Okay, 9-8. 8-9 for the Jets, and then 7-10 for the Bills and the Dolphins. That division could have went anyway. That's pretty cool. Well, let's check out these statistics, though. How did Mac Jones play? 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 picks. That's a fantastic rookie season. 70% completion percentage as well. All right, let's go. I'll take that season for sure. Damian Harris was pretty good. 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. All right, not bad at all. Sony Michel, 12 touchdowns. Also pretty good. Receiving-wise, DJ Moore was really good. And then Jacoby Myers, almost 1,000 yards. Pretty much. He's 1 yard short. And then 14 touchdowns. All right. So the offense is playing really well, actually. The offensive line, aside from Isaiah Wynn, was really good. I'll take it. Defensively, 129 tackles there for Dante Hightower leading the team. 17 tackles for loss for Josh Uche, 14 for Chase Winovich. 7 sacks for Uche as well. He had a really good year. Also getting an interception. Maybe, just maybe, he can go up to superstar dev. 3 picks for Dante Hightower and Stephon Gilmore. 2 for Jawan Bentley and Kyle Duggar. 1 for Josh Uche, like I said before. Jonathan Jones and Justin Bethel get 1 as well. Okay, so 12th in the NFL in offense. Defense is probably right around there as well. Yeah, 11th. Okay, this team played well. I'll take that. Good season for sure. No one from the Patriots on the MVP list. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. We do see Mac Jones, though, number 5. I don't see any rookies above him. Okay, this can happen. Defensive Player of the Year is Von Miller. Dante Hightower at number 5. Josh Uche at number 10 as well. And then Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Mac Jones. Please tell me he goes up in dev then. Just the jump from normal to star is so massive. Defensive Rookie of the Year is J.O.K., of course. I feel like he wins it all the time in the AFC. Christian Barmore, though, at number 6. Not too shabby. All right, so I didn't actually expect to make the playoffs this year. I didn't think Mac Jones was going to play that well, but he did, which is awesome. So let's talk to someone here about someone else. Devin McCourty might retire. Okay, talking to Mac Jones. Gonna get a morale boost here. And we have to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not gonna talk about the Blizzard or how this is the first playoff berth of many. I don't know. We beat the Jaguars, though. And now we have to go up against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is going to be tough. And Tyreek Hill. It's a lot of tackles for a receiver. Let's talk to Mac Jones again. And we're going to get a bigger morale boost. Once again, let's go through this week. Can we take down Andy Reid and his Chiefs? Probably not. No, we can't. 26-24, though. We got pretty close. The Ravens and the Cowboys are in the Super Bowl. Winner's going to be the Ravens. Okay. Let's advance by this week. Nothing to do here right now. And we can go over the retirements. Let's see if Devin McCourty did decide to retire. I don't see him yet, but Antonio Brown is going. Everson Griffin, Jimmy Smith, Andrew Whitworth, Jason Kelsey, Jason Peters as well. AJ Green calls it quits. Larry Fitzgerald is gone after 18 years. Adrian Peterson as well. LaShawn McCoy. Frank Gore finally calls it quits. I feel like he's going to play another, like, 15 years. All right, so Devin McCourty did not retire. I don't think we're going to bring him back to the team, though. Don't think we have any reason to. Let's check out the rest of the free agents here, though. I mean, Devin McCourty is an 88. We don't even have the money if I wanted to bring him back. Okay, so we're going to have to let him walk, which I don't really mind that much. Jacoby Myers didn't go up in dev somehow. That's actually kind of crazy. We definitely need some new linebackers. I will work on that for sure in the draft and maybe even here in free agency. We can see who we can bring in. We have $9.68 million to spend, so maybe we can get someone pretty young. But before I do that, let me go over the dev trade upgrades of the team. Mac Jones, please, I'm looking at you. Be up to star. He is not up to star. That's so upsetting, man. Hopefully he can play just as well this next year. Also, Damian Harris didn't go up. Rather unfortunate, but again, maybe he can play just as well once again. And then on the defense, I don't think we have anybody up in dev trait. That's kind of upsetting, but it's all good. I thought Josh Uche would have went up. Maybe that's something we can look forward to in a future year. So let's go after some free agents with our $9 million. 9.68, almost 9.69. Of course, Davante Adams is here. Chris Godwin is here. Chris Godwin would be sick. I would really like him on this team to pair with DJ Moore. I just don't think it's going to happen. We could potentially get Davante Adams. I'm trying to throw him some kind of a contract. Jayon Brown's pretty good here at middle linebacker, but who else is available? Of course, Dante Hightower. Actually getting no offers. Chris Barnes is like a go-to because he develops so well. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. He would help out a lot. I might try to snag Dante Hightower for, like, nothing. And then I'm also going to look at these contracts on the team and just see if I can release anybody, potentially. But 50 points to Dante Hightower. I'll try that for now. And let's see if we can clear up some cap to potentially get a receiver. Doesn't seem like we're going to be able to clear up that much. I mean, Henry Anderson I'm going to let go of. He clears up, like, 3 mil. And then after that, there's not really anyone else here. There's a lot of players making a lot of money on this team. So I don't actually think we can clear up that much money. But maybe we can sign some receiver. I might just throw a really incredibly small contract towards Davante Adams and see what happens. This would be absolutely absurd. But I'll try to get him on the team. 0 total points. No chance he accepts this, but it's worth a shot, I guess. So the Dolphins are just, you know, bidding a little bit more money than we are on Davante Adams. Don't think we're gonna get him. Don't think I'm being too pessimistic about that one. We did get Dante Hightower, though. I'll take that. That's a victory for sure. We didn't give him that much money, so I don't mind having him on the team for this a little bit longer. But let's go ahead and start the NFL draft. There is one player in particular I really want to take. And then after that, I don't exactly know who I want, but one specific player for sure. Let me see if I think the Giants are going to take him. Now, the Giants shouldn't take this guy. He's a mid-first round projection, so I think we can simulate at least by this pick. Now, the Cardinals, right? They probably won't take him either because he is a mid-first round projection. But we might just go ahead and just trade up super early to make sure I can get this guy, because this guy looks insane. Now, I wasn't going to trade one of the tight ends, but Jonnu Smith has a large cap hit, so getting rid of him actually helps us out quite a bit. He's also the backup tight end, really not an important position here in simulation. Giving him to the Cardinals along with our 12th overall pick for the number 2 pick. And with this one, I'm going to be taking this defensive end. But this guy, who I want to take, A+ power moves. I have never seen that. We're going to take him. Early first round talent. He looks so intriguing. Please be good. 80 overall hidden dev trait. The best player in this entire class. And he has 91 power moves just straight off the rip. Oh my god. 80 speed, 89 acceleration, 85 strength. That guy is ridiculous. And honestly, I think I'm good just to simulate to pick number 26. This draft didn't seem too intriguing aside from that guy. Now, you know, there's a couple safeties in here I would like to take. Definitely some receivers, and I think I'm going to go with Greg Whiting. He's an early first-round talent, and I definitely want some kind of a receiver. This is a very easy selection, Greg Whiting. 76, only normal dev, though. Maybe he can turn into something. Good speed and acceleration and catching, and then good deep route running. I don't know. I'm going to try to get him involved, see what he's capable of. We do have the 27th overall pick here, too. And I think with this one, we should probably take some kind of a defensive back, like a safety or something. So let's look through these safeties. Who's the best one? They're pretty much all late first-round talents here. But we could potentially land one of these two guys later. I don't think I'm going to risk that. I think I might just take Paul Ashmore. He's a really good combine, late first-round talent. I'll look around a little bit more, but then I'll probably come back and then just take him. Yeah, the only other position I'd want would be a linebacker, and the linebackers right now aren't too good. There was a pretty decent linebacker who was supposed to go way earlier than this, and I wasn't able to get him. So I think we're just going to go Paul Ashmore. Only normal dev. Man, I was really hoping you'd have hidden. He's a pretty good player as well. Alright, so maybe now in the second round we snag another safety in case they have hidden. I'll look at the safeties, and then I'll also look at the running backs, because there are a couple really good-looking running backs here. Chuck Bishop, mid-first-round talent, A+ carrying, looks pretty sick. This guy skipped the combine. I like that. Late first-round talent here for Trey Warner. Okay, so no one actually that good. I mean, Chuck Bishop looks crazy. 7.9 combine grade. Dominic Johnson, I really want to take a shot on. When is Chuck supposed to go? Mid-4th. We could potentially get him with the 26th pick in the 3rd. I'm good with that, so I think we're going to take a safety here. Probably going to be Greg Hutchins. If he has hidden, he's probably going to play. 74 normal. God damn it, dude. This has been a pretty unfortunate draft aside from our first pick. We're getting some good players, like, overall-wise. Just the devs aren't there. Alright, well, Chuck is gone. Didn't think he'd go in the 3rd here. That's unlucky. So I think just because of that, we're going to take Trey Warner right now. Get a pretty good backup running back. Why not? Normal dev again. Dude, I keep getting normal dev players. They're all really good, but they're not going to really develop into much. I can't complain too much, though. At least we got the best player in the class at an 80 overall. Now, if you do that, you're typically having a pretty good draft. So this running back who skipped the combine is still here. And the next guy I want is a middle linebacker. Mid-7th. He might not be here, though. So, I'm sorry to do this. I'm going to skip out on the dude who skipped the combine. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to take him. I can't do that to myself. He's only a 67. I have to take him if he skips the combine. I can't not do it. So, we might miss out on this linebacker, but honestly, that linebacker would have probably been like a 67 as well. We're not missing out on too much. I will obviously take him if he's here. He might. Mid-7th round. He might be here right now. He's not. Okay. It's not the end of the world. So there's really nothing else I want in this draft, and it sucks because we have so many draft picks. I wonder if there's a way I could just like package 3 of these for some linebacker. Yeah, that should not be allowed. A 6th and a 7th this year, and a 6th next year for Zaven Collins. You know, their first round pick from last year, getting him for pretty much nothing. I'm also just going to try to trade these 3 7ths just for something next year. I don't know why we have so many 7th round draft picks. I'm just going to take a 5th here from Washington. Might have been able to get a little bit more, but it's whatever. They're 3 7th round draft picks. I'm really not going to make much with those. This draft was rather bittersweet, because we got a really good looking prospect, and then the rest of the draft kind of just flopped, and I viewed my roster. I keep hitting the wrong thing. How do I do this? Come on, you can do it, Shram. Draft recap. Bada boom. We're in. Okay, so we got the best player in the class, but then a bunch of potential flops. We'll see how they play, though. Maybe they can develop. But anyone else in 80? No. We got the clear best player in the class. Cordell Bowers, normal dev. Evan Andrews went number 1 overall. Pretty good-looking receiver. Hidden dev for him. AJ Cartwright, a D tackle with hidden. Another corner, Antoine Claxton. Normal. Okay, it's not the best draft class. Obviously, depends on the dev traits and whatnot, but I've seen far more juiced draft classes in this game for sure. Okay, so the cap situation of the team right now is pretty horrible. It's not good. We're not in positive numbers. Okay, so we can't really make any moves right now. But I don't think we have a bad team. 87 offense. The offense got a good bit better. The defense is like about the same. We did lose some players, so that makes sense. And also, really quickly, I'm going to cut Dietrich Wise from the team. I was going to trade him, but we can't. Also, we incur a pretty large penalty for that. So never mind, he's chilling on the roster. We can't really do much with him. But yeah, here's the defense, right? So we have some new faces. We have Brown, who looks insane. 22 years old, 80 overall. Hidden dev trait, of course, with that ridiculous power moves already. And then we also have Zaven Collins on the roster. Didn't think it would be that easy to trade for him, but somehow it was. He's our number 2 middle linebacker, who's actually going to be our number 1 middle linebacker. I want him to develop here if possible. But yeah, I think the team's in a pretty good spot. We just barely made the playoffs last year. I feel like this team could potentially play better just because we got a better offense. I mean, the offense was good last year, but let's see if they can be even better. The start of the year is not going well. What? We are 0-7? Huh? How is this team 0-7? What is going on? I am actually baffled. 0 wins. What? Alright, well, we have some players to bring back. Let's try to get DJ Moore. Let's try to get Isaiah Wynn. Those are the 2 I for sure want now. Damian Harris is pretty good. Maybe we should give him a contract, but what is happening, dude? At least we have a lot of money. DJ Moore does not want to come back just yet. I mean, I wouldn't either on a 0-7 team. Isaiah Wynn is coming back to the team. I'll offer this here to Damian Harris. He wants a better salary. Okay, we'll try to get him next week. Oh my god, we won a game. No chance. We have this tandem breakout thing as well. These don't even seem that good, but let's see who it's for. We get a ratings boost if we praise JC Jackson. Let's just go do that. 2,500 experience for Stephon Gilmore. And then get 2+ combined interceptions for JC Jackson. Okay. He has +3 man in zone for the next game. Alright, maybe he can do that then. That'd be pretty cool. But let's continue bringing players back. So, Damian Harris and DJ Moore. DJ Moore is coming back to the team. Love to see that. Damian Harris up next now. I think he just wants the better salary. I hope the signing bonus as well, but whatever, it's fine. He's back on the team. And then Jake Belly is actually a really good punter. Let's give him a 4-year contract, my dude. You deserve it. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to have to replace some guys next year. I don't really want to bring back Jonathan Jones. Chase Winovich is an interesting one. I think it depends on how he plays. Because usually in this free agency period, you can choose from like Josh Allen, Montez Sweat. Those guys are both usually here. And they're both way better than Chase Winovich right now. So I wouldn't mind getting one of them on the team. But let's see if we can do this breakout challenge thing with JC Jackson. He was not able to do it. Alright, well, 31-3. Good defensive effort there. I forgot to check out the dev trait of the defensive end. My bad. Totally forgot about that. What is it? Star dev only. No. That's unlucky. But he is still really good. Horrible finesse moves, but everything else about him is pretty nice. The team finished 7-10. That's a pretty good effort there from starting 0-7, but what the hell, dude? How did we start 0-7? Like, what happened? Mac Jones, 4,400 yards, 27 touchdowns, 10 picks. Not a bad year once again. A bit worse from last year, though. Damian Harris took a step back for sure. Trey Warner was okay, 13 touchdowns as the backup. Maybe we look to get a new running back now. Greg Whiting had over 1,000 yards, almost 1,100. DJ Moore, about 900 yards, 10 touchdowns. Sacks were really good. Offensive line played really well. 127 tackles for Zaven Collins. 13 tackles for loss for Antoine Brown with 15 sacks. Let's go. Please go up to superstar. 9.5 for Chase Winovich. Okay, he played well. Don't know if he deserves a contract. If he goes up in dev, I'll give him a contract. 2 picks for Dante Hightower and Stephon Gilmore. 1 for Zaven Collins, Kyle Duggar, and Paul Ashmore. Rookie free safety. 15th in the NFL on offense. And then 15th on defense as well. Okay, Patrick Mahomes going to be the MVP. Makes a lot of sense. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, also Patrick Mahomes. Why wouldn't it be? Defensive Player of the Year is Von Miller. Antoine Brown at number 4, though. Let's go. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jimmy Forney. But Trey Warner and Greg Whiting at 2 and 3. Dominic Johnson, also number 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year, of course, is Antoine Brown. Also Paul Ashmore at number 9. All right. So, yeah, I don't know how this team went 7-10. Don't think they should have. But you know what? It happens to the best of us sometimes. Super Bowl is going to the Colts here, 35-28 over the Saints. Let's see who's up in dev trait, though. I don't think anyone on the offense deserves to be. Maybe Whiting. He didn't go up, though. Okay, I thought he was the only one, maybe. But then defensively, the defensive end is up to superstar. That's what you love to see. And that's it. Okay. I don't mind that, though. He's looking amazing there at defensive end. Once again, though, let's check out these retirements. Tom Brady calls it quits. Usually does at this point. Julio Jones as well. Mitchell Schwartz. Looking pretty similar from my last rebuild here. Matt Ryan. Richard Sherman is gone. Big Ben. Ryan Fitzpatrick. You hate to see him go. Deshaun Jackson, Gerald McCoy, Mike Daniels. Mike Daniels is a cool dude. At least seems like one. Obviously, never met him. Pete Carroll, though, also retires as a coach. That happened last time as well. And we finally have some money to, you know, enter free agency with, which is nice. Anyone here I want back on the team? Chase Winovich, he's 28. No, I'm not going to bring him back then. If he were still 27, maybe. He also did not go up in dev. We're not going to renegotiate with him. I'm going to try to get a different edge rusher in free agency. And if worse comes to worse, I can just sign him again. I doubt he's getting many contract offers. Let's see, though. Who is the top free agent? Probably Tyreek Hill. And here's Brian Burns. Yeah, let's try to reunite Brian Burns with his old teammate, Derek Brown. Now, the question, again, is do I get Tyreek Hill? I'll give him a small deal. I feel like it's just super cheesy to always get, like, Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. They're just always here. Like, you can count on it really, really well. So I'll give him a small contract. If he accepts it, he accepts it. If not, then we'll just move on and try to get a different receiver. All right, he accepted. So did Brian Burns. I'll try not to do this that much, I guess. Maybe next rebuild I won't get Tyreek Hill. But it's just crazy how he's always in free agency. The Chiefs don't ever try to make room for him, I guess. But now Brian Burns is going to move up to left outside linebacker. And he is a massive upgrade over Chase Winovich. This team should not go sub 500. I'm going to riot if they do. I also just realized my air conditioner was on for a decent bit of time, so I apologize if it was super noisy in the background. Now, this is another one of those drafts where there is an incredibly good-looking cornerback, and I would like to take him. We have the first pick, so we can definitely go ahead and do this. We need a corner. This guy looks ridiculous. Here he is, Glenn Reed. A- man in zone, B+ awareness. Not going to overthink this one. He's on the team. 79 hidden. So, surprisingly, actually, not over an 80. Probably because of that speed. If you're in like a 4.3 or something, he'd probably be like an 82, 83. But he's still a really good corner. He's going to be a great slot corner on this team. He's perfect. Now we also have the 7th pick. And there's another really good-looking player I would like to take. I mean, this guy looks pretty sick. I mean, late first round, actually kind of surprising. But I really want George Bradley. He looks amazing. 7.7 combine grade looks awesome. Yeah, I don't think it's much of a competition. We're going to take George Bradley. 78, of course, though, with normal. 86 speed, 89 acceleration. Okay, he might be able to start at outside linebacker then. I don't know what Uche is up to, but yeah, that guy might play ahead of him. All right, I might go ahead and take a running back here. Trevor Parrish, maybe? I really want Alfonso Bean. Great name. But I think I might take Trevor Parrish. I'm going to do that. Normal dev. Dude, come on. Give me some hiddens. Did they, like, update the draft classes or something? It seems a lot more difficult right now to draft hidden dev players. I don't really want to just trade for a running back. I wanted to see if I could potentially draft a hidden guy this year. It just doesn't really seem like it's going to happen. Now in the 4th round, we have 2 middle linebackers left. I don't mind actually taking both of them in case one of them is hidden. Probably not, though. 69. Perfect overall, no development trait. Alright, he's pretty good, though. And now, with our next pick, I'm just going to take this other middle linebacker. I mean, he's actually supposed to go undrafted, so I don't have to take him right now. I mean, there's a sick-looking fullback here, also supposed to go undrafted. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take Morgan Tompkins. Also a 69, normal dev. Both really good linebackers. Both really good value as well. But yeah, they're not gonna start, I don't think. In the 5th round, let's go ahead and take this fullback, looking like a beast. 68 normal, okay. Definitely getting the overalls, just no dev traits. Kind of like last year. Like our first pick was really good, but then other than that, we just got like no one. Also, I just simulated by the 7th round selection. It's not super important to me at the moment. I doubt I was going to get anybody useful with that selection. But let's see who the computer drafted for me, I guess. Watch I get a hidden dev guy. 62 quarterback, normal dev. All right, I mean, he might fight for the starting job. You never know. But the best player in the class was the corner we drafted. This guy looks really good. Only normal dev, of course. What's happening with these draft classes right now? Travis Hayden, hidden dev. There we go. That's a good player. Rashawn Hodges, normal dev. Good thing I didn't take him. Ken Caldwell, hidden dev. All right. So yeah, these draft classes seem far less juiced for some reason. Rashawn Jackson, normal dev. Normal dev for Barner. So looking like a pretty bad running back class in terms of development traits, at least of the top few guys. But yeah, I guess we're going to have another season here of Damian Harris. Now, he had one good year and one bad year. Hopefully, he goes back to being good. I don't know. But here's the team. It's an 88, 89 offense, 87 defense. I still think we have a really good roster. But now we have a ton of options for Mac Jones to throw the ball to. Maybe he can have like 5,000 yards. That'd be kind of sick. And then here on the defense, I think I'm going to start Bradley at right outside linebacker. I'm going to give him a shot on his rookie year just to see what he can do. Josh Uche has been pretty good, but we're going to see if Bradley can do just as well. Maybe he can go up in dev. That'd be pretty cool. Don't think it's going to happen, but, I mean, it's worth a shot trying it out. He's not much worse than Uche, so I think we're chilling here. The rest of the defense is looking pretty good to me. I think the team in general is looking nice. They should certainly do a lot better than last year, but you never really know a simulation. The team is not doing well again. I don't get it. We are 2-5. Stephon Gilmore, Hunter Henry, Shaq Mason, Michael Onwenu. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I never did. Kyle Duggar is here. Derek Brown, Dante Hightower. Okay, we have a lot of players. We have a ton of players. Stephon Gilmore, I would like back on the team. Please accept. Okay, he's coming back for another season. Love that. Hunter Henry, I don't really want you back for 4 years, but I'll offer you a contract. He's coming back to the team too. Shaq Mason for 2. Fine with that. He's going to be a really good guard still. He wants to re-sign as well. Number 69, love that so much. Wouldn't mind giving you a 3-year contract, actually. All right, needs a better salary. I'll work on that. Kyle Duggar. I don't know if I want him back on the team just yet. He's going to be 28. Not sure about that one. Derek Brown, though, for 2 years, I'm fine with. Coming back to the team. Dante Hightower, Josh Uche. Those guys I'm not going to re-sign just yet. So we just need to get back Onwenu. And I definitely butchered his name twice. I apologize. And we are getting back our left guard. Okay, so we're probably not going to make the playoffs again somehow, unless we absolutely go crazy the second half of the year here. We made the playoffs, going 9-8. How did this happen again? I have no idea. How did the team perform, though? Mac Jones, 4,200 yards, 36 touchdowns, 10 picks. That's a really good season. Damian Harris had 19 touchdowns. The yards per carry is not great, but 19 touchdowns is pretty tremendous. We have 1,000 yards for Hunter Henry with 7 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns for DJ Moore. Tyreek Hill didn't really do all that much. Not many sacks as well. Okay, the offense was pretty good. 110 tackles for Zaven Collins, 15 tackles for loss for Christian Barmore, 12 for Antoine Brown, 11.5 sacks for him as well, 11 for Brian Burns. How did the rookie play? Only 3 sacks, not great. 5 picks, though, for Stephon Gilmore, and then 3 for Zaven Collins, Kyle Duggar, Glenn Reed, and J.C. Jackson. 1 for Dante Hightower, Paul Ashmore, and Deion Tatum. Forgot to check out the dev trait of the corner, but it's all good. We'll look at that shortly. 20th in the NFL on offense, 15th on defense. MVP is Lamar Jackson. A lot of 13 and 4 teams as well. Anyone from the Patriots on the list? No. Gardner Minshew, though, on the Buccaneers. That's awesome. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Lamar Jackson. No one from the Patriots. Defensive Player of the Year is TJ Watt. No one from the Patriots. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Trevor Parrish. All right, I'll take that. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Glenn Reed. Can I look at his dev trade from here? I cannot. Okay. George Bradley at number 6. Not horrible. I doubt he's really going to develop too well, though. He hardly did anything. But we do have a breakout player right now, which is pretty cool. Going up against the Raiders, Paul Ashmore. Okay, dude, this is totally doable. Go up to star dev. That would help me out so much. 200 passing yards. We have to allow fewer than that, or get Paul Ashmore one of those stats. This is doable, man. This is definitely doable. Come on, against the Raiders, we have a much better team. Win the game at least. We are going to win the game. Did he go up in dev? He did not go up in development trait, dude. That's upsetting, but it's all right. We'll move on. Let's advance by again, going up against Lamar Jackson. He's incredible. Can we take him down? We can, dude. Get us in the playoffs, and we're crazy, all right? Let's go to the Super Bowl. Come on, boys. It's against the Browns. They are insane. And we are in the Super Bowl, dude. The team clutched up. I cannot believe it. All right, so before I forget, let's see what the development trait of the corner is. Actually, I think it can go up at this point. I'm not too sure if it can go up or not. We'll have to see. But if it can go up, if development traits can be affected right now, no one's up on offense. Defensively, though, the corner only has star, dude. That's so unfortunate. It's okay, I guess. I mean, it happens. That sucks, though. All right, so let's see if we can take down the Bears. Please tell me we can take down the Bears. Let's hop straight into the Super Bowl. I'm just going to skip everything. Let's see if we can play well against, I imagine, the Justin Field-led Chicago Bears. Well, we are up 7-0 right now. Up 7-7. Right when I started talking. Both teams not doing much right now. 14-7. They're going to tie it up again, though. 14-14. They have a good drive here. 21-14. Can we retaliate? We can. 21-21. Come on, boys. We need a big drive. 23-21. We got a safety. Okay. 26-21. We're going to win the Super Bowl, dude. Let's go. All right. I think we have the funds and everything to go another year, but, I mean, at least I got a Super Bowl in this video. To be fair, though, this team should have made the playoffs last year, too. This should actually be the end of the rebuild. Okay, 3 straight playoff seasons, I think, is enough. But I am going to go one more season. Now, watch. I'm going to go another season, and they're not going to make the postseason. I'm completely ready for that. But both young quarterbacks hugging it out there. Both rookies currently, of course. Let's check out the ceremony. Getting the Lombardi. Everyone's touching it. You know how it goes. It's going to be Mac Jones, the one throwing it up. It looks beautiful. Look at him go. Our normal dev god quarterback. Going crazy with the Lombardi trophy. All right. Okay, that was actually new. That was a completely different Super Bowl celebration than the one I got in my most recent Super Bowl win. Also, look at these quarterback numbers. What the hell happened? How did we win? How did we win? Like, was the defense just really good or something? Like, we couldn't run the ball. We couldn't pass the ball. No interceptions. Okay, sure. Oh, my game crashed. Let's go. Something went wrong. Sick. Well, that's awesome. The game didn't count. But you guys all saw that we won. So let me force the win here for the team. Alright, so let's go ahead, advance by here. And I don't think there's anyone I want to bring back to the team. We have a little bit of money to snag some players in free agency. Like, Kyle Duggar is here. He's pretty good, I guess. Josh Uche here as well. We don't need Uche for sure. Kyle Duggar's not bad, but he's 28. Only an 82. I don't think I'm going to give him a contract. Let me just check one more time to see if anyone's up in dev. Maybe after the Super Bowl is when it can happen. I don't think so, because no one's up on the offense. Also, no one is up on the defense. Okay, so maybe just nobody went up in dev trade. I don't exactly know. We have 200 staff points. I'll spend those before we simulate for this next season for sure. But who can we sign? $28 million. I need a safety. And a new running back, potentially. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's an 89. He's not that much better than Damian Harris, but I still think I might go after him. And then, like I said, we need a safety. Kyle Duggar is the best safety. Cameron Curl's an 83, though. He's pretty good. We also have Hutchins, a 77 overall. All right, so I'll look to draft a safety. I think we'll go that route. Safeties are usually pretty good in these drafts. I am going to go after Jonathan Taylor, though. For his season, we got Jonathan Taylor. I will take that. Let's go straight to the draft, where we will obviously have the last pick in the first round. But let me check out really quickly to see what the safeties are looking like. I had auto scouting on the whole time, so I know nothing about this class. I usually do that here for the last couple of seasons, just chuck on auto scouting. Another really good cornerback. These guys are so frequent, it's crazy. Oh, there's 2. My God, they both look so good. Casey Gross is certainly very gross. Now the safeties, anyone good? I kind of want to take, like, this Gross guy or something. Maybe he could play free safety. I could slide my free safety to strong, maybe? I don't know. We might just go ahead and try that. If I can trade up to pick number 1, I'll do it. We got a trade to go through to move up to pick number 1. Getting rid of a bunch of draft picks, but I don't really care. With this pick, we are taking one of these 2 corners. This other corner looks really good as well, but I'm going to go with the Gross man. How are you? 82 hidden. Yeah, that was worth it. What's his hit power looking like? 72. Okay, he could probably play free safety. I don't mind that transition at all. Now moving all the way to the last pick in the 3rd round. We're probably not going to get anyone who's going to do anything on this team. Maybe just some random backup. I don't know. Who do we even have scouted? Looks like the best player that we scouted is a tie between Dalvin Browning and this receiver. I'm going to go with the receiver. He's a 70. Actually, not that bad. But I don't really care about the rest of this draft, if I'm being completely honest. We just won the Super Bowl. There's not too much more that we need on this team. We didn't really lose many players, and I think of the ones we lost, like, we replaced them pretty easily. All right, I have high hopes for this roster. Going 9-8, winning the Super Bowl. Love it. All right, anyway, we drafted a bunch of 60s after that. Good job, computer. I probably couldn't have done much better, though, to be fair. After our guy, there are 2 79 overalls. Was Trey McKay the other really good one? I think he might have been. He looks really good as well. 76 hit power, potentially a better safety. I don't know. Cole Beckford, hidden dev running back, not a bad player. Byron Lucas, normal dev running back. Not great. Torrey McLaughlin, normal dev quarterback. That's not good. So we by far got the best player in the class. He's going to move up to safety, and I'm excited to see what he can do up there. All right, really quickly, I have to make one more trade because I forgot we needed a middle linebacker. Jayon Brown is now on the team. I just realized I'm pretty sure I traded for him recently. I normally don't like doing that. My bad. Realized a little bit too late. We're going to keep him, though. It's fine. This is the team for the final year. 92 overall, 92 offense, 92 defense. Looking real good, I think. There's the offense really quickly. Here is the new defense with Jayon Brown on the roster. Also, Gross is just going to play strong safety. He's an 82 up here. Doesn't have terrible hit power and has really good coverage ability. I think he can actually transition pretty well to safety. We're going to see how that goes. But yeah, that's the roster. I have high hopes for this team. I think we should be in the playoffs. And let's see if we can potentially repeat as Super Bowl champions again. All right, we made the playoffs again, going 13-4 with a first round bye this time. Let's go. Team is doing exactly what I thought they'd be doing this season. I love it. 4,165 yards for Mac Jones, 33 touchdowns, 14 picks. Another really good year. Jonathan Taylor was phenomenal this season. I think better than Damian Harris has ever been. 4.7 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns. Not getting the touchdown numbers that Harris gets, but still, I'll take the efficiency for sure. 1,400 yards as well. Damian Harris gets 13 touchdowns. Not bad whatsoever. DJ Moore, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, almost 1,000, 5 touchdowns. The offensive line doing its thing, playing really well again. 111 tackles for Jayon Brown. 22 tackles for loss for Derek Brown. And 19.5 sacks for Brian Burns. Okay. 7 picks for the strong safety, Casey Gross. He definitely made that transition well. 3 for Glenn Reed and Stephon Gilmore, 2 for Jayon Brown and J.C. Jackson, 1 for Zaven Collins, Paul Ashmore, and Joshua Bledsoe. Okay, 10th in the NFL in offense. Our defense looked pretty insane. And we are first. Yep, that makes sense. Christian McCaffrey winning MVP. No one from the Patriots. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Nick Chubb. No one from the Patriots. Defensive Player of the Year is Brian Burns. That's amazing. Casey Gross at number 5. Love that as well. Offensive Rookie of the Year. No one from the Patriots. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Casey Gross. Phenomenal. Best quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Mac Jones at number 9. Best running back is Nick Chubb. Do we have Jonathan Taylor on the list? We do not. Best receiver is Mecole Hardman. Also Preston Williams on this list. It just doesn't seem to matter who the Chiefs receivers are. They just go off. DJ Moore, though, at number 2. That's cool. Best offensive lineman is Ronnie Stanley. Shaq Mason. Michael Onwenu. Trent Brown and Isaiah Wynn also on the list. I am horrible at pronouncing his name. I need to figure out how to pronounce that guard's name. Okay, I'll figure it out one day. Chris Jones is the best defensive lineman. I don't think anyone from the Patriots is here. Best linebacker is Brian Burns. Love that. Best defensive back is Casey Gross. That's also amazing. Stephon Gilmore on the list at number 9. Best kicker, Jason Sanders. No one from the Patriots. Okay, so this team went crazy this year, which is awesome. Let me see the development trade of the safety really quick before we start simulating. Team's up to a 95, dude. We're playing so well at the moment. The safety is a superstar X Factor. Oh my god. All right. Leading the team in interceptions, maybe even the league in interceptions as well. But let's see who we have to take on in the divisional round of the playoffs. We have to go up against the Tennessee Titans, dude. We are a 95 overall. They're a 79. Are you ready for us to lose? Because I am. This game is so good. Nothing wrong with it. Bro, we almost had a 20 overall point advantage on the Titans, and we lost that game. Whatever, dude. That's going to do it for this rebuild. I think I built a really cool team, and Madden kind of agreed with me there, since we went 13-4. I mean, check out our defensive rankings, dude. 17 points per game, 210 defensive pass yards per game, and then 93 rush yards per game. We were incredible on defense. All right, anyway, let's see if anyone's up in dev trait. I think the safety would be if he wasn't already an X Factor. Mac Jones hasn't gone up at all. That's so sad. Defensively, did Brian Burns not go up? He had 19.5 sacks or whatever. How did he not go up to X Factor, dude? I feel like upgrading dev trait is so hard to do this year for no reason. Brian Burns should totally be an X Factor, but whatever. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Where every step you take is do or die. Where every